Now that we're using this file manager struct, and now that we're including that in the text included price job, you might notice that in these result JSON files, we also have that IO manager data. Now, that's not horrible, but it also might not be what we want. In addition, we also might want to change some of these keys so that they have a more JSON-like look. So for example, tax rate like this instead of written like this. And this can all be done by going to prices.go and adding some struct tags to this struct here. You learned that struct tags essentially is a feature that allows you to add metadata to structs, metadata that can be picked up by other parts of your code, for example, by parts that convert this struct to JSON. And if you then would have no code that uses these tags, that would be fine as well. Adding them doesn't cause any damage. So here I will add them because I know that we'll have some code that will convert the struct to JSON, and I'll therefore add this JSON tag, and then after a colon, between double quotes, the key I'd like to have in that JSON document or in that JSON string when it's being generated. And for IO manager, I'd actually like to exclude that field from the JSON data. And that, thankfully, is pretty easy to do because you can add a minus here. And if you do, that will tell the JSON package that we're using for converting this data to JSON that this key and its value should be ignored in the output. Now for tax rate, I'll not ignore it. Instead, I'll simply add a key of tax_rate like this. For input prices, I'll use input prices like this. And for the tax included prices, I'll use tax included prices like this. And with that, if you run this again and you take a look at these files, you'll now see that all that file related data is now missing in there because of that minus we added. And all these other keys also were renamed. And that's how you can use struct tags to control how the data will be written to JSON, and in our case, then actually also to a file, therefore.